in the UFC.
I really want to know. Like that was such. It was like one of the core memories that I have from doing security was that, and then like the fucking then like the ghost story from like my other like one.
You have a ghost story?
Oh hell yeah, I do.
I want to hear. I have a ghost story too, like from work.
I have that one. I was inside OJ's house. I think I told you that. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
On next episode of Dragon Ball Z, but no. So basically, what happened is that I used to work at the same community where the guy that didn't know how to fucking read at the same community. This is after this guy gets fired. I think I've been there for like at this point like 8 or 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like 6 or 7 months. I'll walk myself out.
Yeah,
I'll walk myself out.
But basically, I'm working with this kid. He like freshly turned 18. He's like 18 and a month old. Just got a security license.
A baby.
Bro, he just got a security license. This was his first job. He had never done anything before. Not even like fucking McDonald's, babysitting. This was his first job. But to give it some context, basically, like at the community, my boss, he basically knew everybody because he'd been there for 5 years. Community is not that big. It was like maybe like, I don't know, maybe 300 homes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew basically everybody lived there, for the most part. And all of a sudden, this lady would start coming up and start giving us things: water, Gatorade, cookies.
Sweet for her.
Yeah, but we're all like, "Who the fuck is this lady?"
Yeah,
because none of us have seen her before. My boss doesn't know who she is.
Ooh, so this is the catch.
Yeah, so we're all looking, but we know she lives there because she has like a little sticker on her car to open the gate.
Mm-hmm.
She would just pull in like the guest side, and then just hand us the stuff, and then drive in. And we're just like, "Who the fuck is this lady?" But all of a sudden, like a couple of days go by, and then we get like a whole bunch of like police, a fire truck, come in to her house. Like, we let them through as we're supposed to.
Yeah.
My boss is there.
How do you know they went to her house though?
They go to her place, so that's where they end up. And
how do you know that though? You just saw it at her house?
Well, no. When we get the thing that when we get emergency vehicles in, the protocol is just to open the gate, and just let them through, and then we have like whoever the rover is either get called.
Gotcha. Just to be like, hey, what house is this? Okay, gotcha.
But the person that was roving, the golf cart was like behind the thing because he was just in there chilling. So he hopped in the golf cart, followed, said, "Hey, it was this house." Da 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 da. Apparently, the lady called 911 because she thought somebody was in her house, like breaking in.
Crazy.
Cops clear the house. Nobody's in there.
That's crazy.
Okay. So we keep going. Then, like the next day, same thing. Cops pull up, fucking like 8 deep. Just wee woo, room. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thinking something else did happen.
Yeah.
Normally, this community is very quiet. Nothing ever really happens. Goes back to the same house. Same thing. Clear the house. A little bit later, like a fire truck like comes in. I guess they're like for the paramedics, like check on her.
Yeah.
Then the next day, cop cars again, ambulance, the whole everything. On their way out, they basically tell us like, "Hey, if this lady calls us again, we're gonna send you guys over there first to make sure this is like an actual emergency."
Yeah, because like this is wasting our time.
Mm-hmm. So we do it like the first couple times, and then like the next time, my boss just like clears her house, like goes top to bottom, every door, every nook and cranny. There's nothing in the house except for the lady.
Mm-hmm.
He's weirded out because he just thinks the lady's crazy.
Yeah, what do you think? What was she saying? Like,
she's like, "There's somebody in my house. I keep hearing noises. I keep hearing footsteps. Da 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 da."
Scary.
Which is creepy.
Yeah.
Especially if you live by yourself. There's an older lady too. I think she was in like her 60s. Mm-hmm. But because we hadn't had no interaction with her prior to that singular week, like this all happened like a week after she started giving us stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, this lady went from 0 to a fucking 100. What happened?
Yeah.
But so lo and behold, like it gets to the point where like my boss is just like, "Hey, if she asks you for anything, don't do anything. Basically, just leave it to me. I'm the only one that's gonna go in her house. Don't go in her house. Don't do anything. If there's anything you can do on the outside, but don't like walk in. Basically." Yeah. So I'm working with the young guy, and he's like doing the roving, and I'm like up the gate. Then he calls me on my personal number, which I'm just like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
But he calls me. He's like, "Hey, Tino, I'm outside of the ladies' house," because our boss basically was like, "Hey, just run over there, make sure like nothing's going on." He's like, "I'm outside the ladies' house, and she's sitting in like the garage, like with the light off, and she's trying to like talk to me. Like she's like sitting like so like you know how like your garage is set up, right?
That's so scary.
She's like standing like in the door, like next like into the
Ew.
house. The garage door is open.
I hate that.
And he's like, yeah, the lady was like trying to see if I could close her garage door for her.
She's trying to murder him.
Bro. So I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, she's like standing next to where the button would be. So in order for what she wanted him to do was walk all the way into her garage.
She probably just gonna be like, close it,
hit the button, right?
and then
run out, hop over like the thing, or whatever. And I'm like, what? No, tell her you can't do that.
Yeah.
So he says, no, I can't do that. She's like, okay. We take note of it because this is like 10:30, right as our shift's about to end.
Yeah.
We take note of it. We let the next guards know. We leave. Coming the next day, my boss is like really like a lot less energetic. He's been up like all fucking day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, I was like, damn, like what's going on in here? Like, because like everybody's like just quiet, no one's saying anything. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Somebody die or something? And he's just like, as a matter of fact,
she died.
We had a couple of deaths on property today. And I was like, oh shit, it got serious. What? Huh?
Like someone like
yeah.
Actually, okay.
Explain. I was like, oh, okay, what happened? And he's like, so we had a fire, a couple of people died. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, it was our old friend. And I was like, what's going on? It's like, I don't really know too many details, but the police are investigating. We don't basically have any information. Keep the news off the property. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I have like goosebumps right now. Like oh, that's so scary.
Oh no, it gets worse.
Explain. Keep going.
So I think they've adjudicated the case now because it's been like 4 years.
Yeah.
But basically what happened was the way the lady died.
She died, the milk and cookies lady.
Yeah. So her and somebody else that we didn't know, they both died. But it looked like they were either barricaded inside the room to keep someone out, or barricaded. I forget how it was. Either they were barricaded in the room from the outside, or barricaded in the room from the out, like to like keep the door closed.
That is so scary. That's like some movie shit. Like what?
But they both died. Like the fire wasn't that bad, but like the inside of the house was fucked up. But like it wasn't.
Yeah,
because
they were probably breathing in like
hella smoke and shit.
Yeah.
Someone got arrested for murder. There was a third person there, and that person got arrested for murder. What happened with the case? I don't know. I'll probably look it up if I can find it. Crazy. But where the ghost part of this is that we find out the day before she started bringing us stuff, her husband died.
Oh, her husband was haunting her.
And then
he's like, "Bitch, get in the kitchen."
Sorry,
that joke was not funny.
But the prevailing theory was that she was getting haunted by her husband's ghost, or that she went psychotic because of her husband's death.
But that's so quick though. Who was the other person that died? Just a random person?
I think it was like her sister, or like something like that.
Weird.
Maybe her friend. I forget what the situation was.
And they were just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get in this room with you and start a fire."
But the part about it that creeps me out the most is that because of like the fire and everything, because everything like how the house is fucked up, my boss wanted us every single hour to check on the house to make sure there's no more fires, make sure no one's trying to break in.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no news people trying to take photos. That's basically what the job was. And then I'm working with the kid again, and he's like kind of shook because he feels guilty.
Yeah, because he's like,
It's like if maybe I had closed the garage, this wouldn't have happened.
No.
We talked it out of him eventually.
Yeah.
But like, he was really like sore for the next like week and a half. So
that makes sense though.
So I was doing the patrols. We had a checkpoint, regardless of the house itself. We had a checkpoint that was like right next to our house, and her house was like, it had like a little dog path that had like trees, but it didn't have any lights.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like 10:30 at night, about the same time I'm about to get off, like what happened before. And I'm walking down the path, It's like, all right, so like it's dark, but like I'm like, okay, there's nothing here. Like,
Five Nights at Freddy style, like with like the
yeah, with
flashlight.
flashlight and everything. So I'm like walking down the thing.
You're like pulling up screens.
And then I hear like so I'm walking past the house. I look at the house and what's going on, and then I hear a hey behind me, which isn't abnormal. Like some people like stop me to be able to talk to me.
Yeah.
So I turn around. There's no one there.
Uh.
I was like, I look up at the house. I look behind me, and I'm like, yeah. I left the golf cart right next to the thing. I ran back to the gatehouse, and I never did patrols there again. Fuck.
That's scary.
That.
That was a very. I was on the edge of my seat. Not really. I was leaning back. But I had goosebumps that entire story. That's crazy, dude.
That one was one of the few guest experiences I had. I think the other one was when my neighbor died, but I was like pretty sure he had died like earlier in the day, but I wasn't sure. So when I was a kid, I was like 8, I think. My next door neighbor, and one of my friend's grandfathers, they were friends. So my friend's grandfather would walk down from their house to go like hang out. They talk about whatever, watch football, bullshit. Because they had been friends.
Football.
They'd been friends since they were kids. They both lived in the house.
That water bottle just moved.
I thought it was bacon.
I thought it was bacon too, like laying on there, but no, it's a ghost.
Okay.
There's a ghost. In
Okay.
Move if there's a ghost.
Do you hear that?
It's like, but there's a weight on the end of it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I do believe in ghosts, but I'm like myth busted.
It was freaking me out a little bit but anyway,
ghost stories do freak me out though.
So basically what happened is that my nana, she had gone to the store to get like cigarettes or wine or something, so she was gone for like 15-20 minutes. And I walked in the kitchen to get like a snack out of the fridge, and like this like black mass just sort of coming out of the wall. And I'm like,
Tino, no.
I swear to God.
Tino.
I put this on everything I know and love.
Stop.
Dude.
Stop. That's actually so scary.
Bro,
Stop.
Bro, I looked up and it was like fucking like Adventure Time, like fucking Finn sees Shoko's ghost.
Oh my God.
That's how I felt. I was like frozen. I was like, what the fuck is that? But you know, I'm like fucking like 8. Like, what the frick is that? And then like I'm like fucking frozen in place. Fucking fridge is just like fucking hitting me in the back of the leg, and I'm just like, what? And I just run back to my room, and I'm like,
so scary.
Oh, what the fuck? My nana comes home. I'm trying to explain it to her. She's just looking at me like, okay.
Yeah, I honestly
whatever.
I think it's so weird that kids have this weird spiritual connection with ghosts. Like, again, you see kids online that are like, I was a pirate back in the day in 1814. My name was John. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how it goes, but it's weird. It's so weird.
Oh no, the story gets worse.
Oh my God.
But you know, so
I'm already scared.
So that was at like, I want to say like maybe like 11:30 noon. It was like a Saturday.
Okay.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I think it was a Sunday because
Sunday football.
Yeah. So my friend's grandfather walked down and was like, "Hey," because I'm like outside playing with his grandson. He was like, "Hey, have you seen Elias?" That was my neighbor's name. And I love
the name Elias. I think that's
that's my nephew's name too.
Cute.
But I was like, "No, I haven't seen him like all day." As a matter of fact. He's like, oh, okay, he hasn't like returned. He's not answering the door, and he hasn't returned my calls. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay, what the fuck? So you know, he calls the cops. You know, wellness check, all that. Cops are like looking in, don't see anything. But we get like the garage open a little bit, and we see the guy's car is still in there, and he doesn't go anywhere without his car. He's an older guy, 70s, 60s, 70s. They basically they end up like breaking the window. They get inside. Coroner comes and everything. He had passed away.
That's sad.
The coroner had put his time of death at 11 a.m. I saw that man's soul filing for unemployment. I saw that man's heart getting evicted. I saw that man's consciousness reaching out for something. And
that's crazy.
That one I think is always going to stick with me because that was probably the scariest. That was one of the scariest experiences I've ever personally had. Outside of that was being in OJ's house. That was also fucking scary for. Oh my God!
I'm trying to see my goosebumps, dude. That's crazy.
You said you had one too?